What is the role of the Agency for Protection of Personal Data and Free Access to Information in Montenegro? A. Enforces data protection laws. B. Interprets data protection laws. C. Enacts data protection laws. D. Regulates data access standards. Correct answer. A. Enforces data protection laws. What does the GDPR direct application in Bulgaria imply? A. Bulgaria has specific national laws that replace GDPR. B. Bulgaria must enact additional laws to comply with GDPR. C. GDPR is directly applicable without the need for national legislation. D. Bulgarian data protection laws are not influenced by GDPR. Correct answer. C. GDPR is directly applicable without the need for national legislation. Which law complements the GDPR in Croatia, particularly for the healthcare sector? A. Act on Healthcare Data and Information. B. Act on the implementation of the General Data Protection Regulation. C. Croatian Personal Data Protection Act. D. Croatian Health Insurance Act. Correct answer. A. Act on Healthcare Data and Information. What is the status of GDPR alignment in the draft law on data protection in Bosnia and Herzegovina? A. Fully aligned with GDPR. B. Partially aligned with GDPR. C. Not aligned with GDPR. D. Alignment with GDPR is under review. Correct answer. B. Partially aligned with GDPR. What marks the significant regulatory change in Serbia's approach to data protection in 2019? A. Adoption of the Data Protection Law. B. Repeal of the previous data protection regulations. C. Direct implementation of the GDPR. D. Introduction of the Data Protection Agency. Correct answer. A. Adoption of the Data Protection Law. In Bulgaria, how does the Personal Data Protection Act relate to the GDPR? A. It is Bulgaria's version of GDPR. B. It repeals the GDPR within Bulgaria. C. It implements GDPR standards and the EU Directive 2016/680. D. It opposes the principles of GDPR. Correct answer. C. It implements GDPR standards and the EU Directive 2016/680. What does North Macedonia's law on protection of personal data emphasize? A. Alignment with the European Convention on Human Rights. B. Definitions of personal and sensitive data. C. Exemptions from the GDPR. D. Independence of the Data Protection Authority. Correct answer. B. Definitions of personal and sensitive data. In Slovenia, what is the significance of the new Slovenian Data Protection Act, ZVOP2? A. It introduces the concept of data privacy. B. It aligns national law with GDPR. C. It governs data processing outside the EU. D. It excludes Slovenia from GDPR compliance. Correct answer. B. It aligns national law with GDPR. How does Montenegro's current data protection law anticipate changes? A. By introducing stricter penalties than GDPR. B. Through the anticipation of a new law to align with GDPR. C. By retaining old legislation incompatible with GDPR. D. Through direct adoption of GDPR without changes. Correct answer. B. Through the anticipation of a new law to align with GDPR. What is the regulatory authority for data protection in Serbia known as? A. The Data Protection Agency. B. The National Privacy Commission. C. The Information Commissioner. D. The Ministry of Digital Governance. Correct answer. A. The Data Protection Agency. Which law in Croatia details standards for data collection in healthcare? A. General Data Protection Regulation. B. Croatian Personal Data Protection ACTC. Act on the implementation of the General Data Protection Regulation. D. Act on Healthcare Data and Information. Correct answer. D. Act on Healthcare Data and Information. What defines the legislative approach of Bosnia and Herzegovina to GDPR compliance? A. Direct implementation of GDPR. B. Adoption of a completely new framework. C. Modification of existing laws to align with GDPR. D. Ignoring GDPR requirements. Correct answer. C. Modification of existing laws to align with GDPR. In Bulgaria, who is responsible for enforcing GDPR compliance? A. The National Assembly. B. The Personal Data Protection Commission. C. The Ministry of Information Technology. D. The European Data Protection Board. Correct answer. B. The Personal Data Protection Commission. What characterizes North Macedonia's approach to data protection law reform? A. Full alignment with GDPR without any national modifications. B. Selective adaptation of GDPR principles. C. A focus on data sovereignty over compliance with international standards. D. A balanced approach towards GDPR alignment while considering national specifics. Correct answer, D. A balanced approach towards GDPR alignment while considering national specifics. For Montenegro, what is the importance of the law on protection of personal data? A. It establishes the country's first data protection framework. B. It serves as the primary legislation pending GDPR alignment. C. It overrides the GDPR within Montenegrin jurisdiction. D. It specifies data protection protocols for the banking sector. Correct answer, B. It serves as the primary legislation pending GDPR alignment. How does the GDPR affect data protection laws in Serbia? A. It requires Serbia to adopt a new data protection law. B. It does not apply as Serbia is not an EU member. C. It is directly applicable as in EU member states. D. Serbia has chosen to ignore GDPR guidelines. Correct answer, A. It requires Serbia to adopt a new data protection law.